Come on, baby. Oh my goodness. Yay. Oh. She came up to him and just licked him on the face. And he looked up at me and he was like, all right, this is it. She's the one. And so it was her kiss that sealed the deal.
Can't say we know a ton about her life. We know she was at the shelter for a little while, several months. She was one of the longer dogs that have been here for a little bit longer.
I think we had her for about 6 months before we got her.
We think that she was abused in some form because she's got a lot of scarring on her paws and stuff.
We actually went home without her that night and we slept on it and thought about it. And the next morning when I woke up, I was like, all right, we gotta go back and get her. And when we walked through the door, they were like, we need you to be back. One of the big reasons that we got Wubbie was that David was working a night shift, and so I spent most of my nights alone, and it was kind of scary being in the house alone. It was sad, and so we got Wubbie to keep me company. My favorite thing about Wubbie is like how acutely aware she is of like our feelings too, and how she adjusts to like be our partner. You know, she's more than a dog. She's like our family. She is our family.
Wubbie brought into my life like a genuine sense of companionship. You know, she's, on the times that Abbie's not home, you know, there's always Wubbie there, and she's, you know, so much fun to hang out with and play with. You know, she's just brought just genuinely so much happiness into our lives. She's been a true blessing to us.
She was the reason to have a schedule and not sit on the couch all night. And she was the reason to go on walks and the reason to get up in the morning aside from having to go to work. So like on a Saturday, she was the reason to get up because she had things to do and she had a life to live and she wanted me to live it with her. And so Wubbie has definitely brought almost a sense of purpose and definitely a lot of joy into my life. Honestly, adopting Wubbie was one of the best things that we've ever done. She fit into our life so well, and the adjustments that we've had to make have been nothing but positive adjustments. While difficult, has never been anything that we couldn't handle, and I feel like if it's something that you're considering, it's something you genuinely want to do, then it's absolutely worth it.
Don't get discouraged. I know that the idea of bringing on a new animal into your home can be intimidating. And you're always unsure of how that dog is going to integrate into your life. But don't get discouraged. Wubbie was difficult at first when we first got her. From that, we've seen her growth, and she's come so far from when we first had her. She was scared of everything when we first got her and brought her into our home, but now all of a sudden she's, you know, full of life and energy, and she's really brought a lot of joy to our house. And so I would say definitely just be willing to take the plunge, because it's definitely worth the ride. She's gone. She's gone. That's all we got.